April Collier, owner of Cornbread West. What my family did for the holidays was what we do every day: sit, talk, eat, crack jokes, reminisce about the good days, reminisce about our day. You never know what tomorrow brings.
My name is Janet Hoffman, and for many years, 25 years, our family tradition was to go to my brother's house and have Thanksgiving. But in the past few years, we come to my house in York, and all of the family comes and we have Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, my name is Faith Holy, and growing up in a house with a Southern dad and a Jamaican mom, such great memories and great food and love and just joy. And that's what I remember the most about Christmas, about having the family together and really enjoying each other's company after not seeing each other a majority of the year, and just having an awesome time with each other.
For the holidays, I like to spend time with my family, and I also like going to the church service here for the holidays. And my family and I, when I was younger, used to go to the Christmas plays and everything at the church before we had our dinner. Then we would go home and finish off with our dinner and our desserts. And my name is Mary Bowers.
Hello everyone, my name is Keon. I'm from Maryland. I'm 26 years old. I've been in York for maybe 5 to 6 years. And my favorite holiday memory is when my father brought me my first gaming system, which was an Xbox. It was the very first Xbox. It wasn't the Xbox One that you guys may be used to now, the newer one, but it was the old ones, the old school game. And it came with 2 demos, so it came with 2 games that started out with it. And I remember one was a roller skating game, and the other one was a race car game. And that was the best time. It was brand new. My dad brought it from me. When I was staying in Maryland, my dad brought it down to me, and it was the greatest present ever. My first Xbox, and I loved the games that it came with, and I thank my dad for getting that for me.
My name is Amanda Donnelly. And my holiday tradition is, my mother's family is from the Philadelphia area. So almost every year we used to go into the city to Wanamaker's and watch the light show. Over the years it became Hex, it became Macy's, but it was always the same cheesy light show with the great organ music and Julie Andrews' voice. And so even as I got older and wasn't really enraptured with the storytelling anymore, it still was more about who I was with and what it kind of represented to our family.
Hi, my name is Shakia Palmer from York, PA. One of my family traditions is Thanksgiving. Every Thanksgiving, my family, we all meet at my grandmother's house. And before we eat dinner, we all get in a circle around the table and we go and say what we are each thankful or blessed for that year. Once that is done, then we will all continue to stand in a circle and someone will bless the food for us.
Hello, I'm Parker James Hooker. Been thinking about family traditions. As a kid, we would always pack up during Christmas and go see our grandparents, either in Tennessee or in Bedford, Pennsylvania. And that went on for quite a few years, and then it seems like as everybody sort of got older, everybody sort of stopped doing that. And so we, having my own family, had to develop my own family traditions, which was, centered around church and what Christmas really meant, and trying to instill in our kids that it wasn't about the gifts and it wasn't about the commercialism. What is Christmas? And then Christmas is about love, and that's sort of what I hope that they've instilled in their children and my grandchildren. Hopefully they will have great memories of love at the holidays, and hopefully that'll continue. many years to come.
My name is Pat Palmer, and my favorite tradition was setting a plate of food for all my ancestors that are no longer here. We would put a small plate of food and set a table setting for them and light a candle to make sure that they, even though they're not here anymore, they were still sharing the dinner feast with us. That was my famous family tradition.
Hello, my name is Elijah Detzel. My family tradition, every year for Christmas, we'd set up a toy train that I ended up getting from my grandparents. Motorized. It was a steam engine that actually let out smoke and took little tiny chunks of coal. Something we always did for Christmas because it was an actual gift that I got for Christmas when I was 10, and ever since I've always set it up every year before Christmas, adding one piece of the track each day before Christmas, and on Christmas Eve finishing it off with all the decorations and setting the tree up in the center of it.
Hi, my name is Lou Rivera, and lived in New York for 3 years. So my background is Puerto Rican. So we have our holiday traditions, which includes great food and drinks, including arroz con gandules, pasteles. We have coquito, which, have I shared that with you, Randy, any coquito? So we'll have to make you some. So it's one of those things where you make it and then you share it with your friends and closest friends, and it's just a holiday cheer. I like to spend the holidays at home with my husband. However, you know, because we're now so much closer to my family, we love to spend it with our family. So now they'll either generally come up here for Thanksgiving or Christmas, or we go to New Jersey where my family lives. So there's been a few times we've also gone to Puerto Rico, Rick and I, to celebrate with his family, or they will come out here. But yeah, the holidays are a great time of the year for us, and we just love them, and it's special. And and you know, but we can't forget those that don't have as much as we do during the holiday. You know, there's a lot of tradition, and there's a lot of holiday cheer, but there are others that are suffering too. So we want to make sure that we give them things to cheer about as well.
My name's Anthony Gonzalez. I'm a Union Lutheran volunteer here. You know, we feed people, we serve breakfast for them and dinner, and on Saturdays we serve breakfast.
What is your tradition?
And, you know, and it's great for the people and the homeless people to come out to eat and have fellowship with us. You know, and we do special events like go up to the mountains and help other people and talk to them and help and talk about fellowship.
Samantha Dorn, born and raised here in York, Pennsylvania. So when it comes to family traditions, when talking about Thanksgiving, large family, everyone getting together and plenty of food. But the one dish that everybody comes for was always the cornbread stuffing. So being here at Cornbread West, looking at some of the things that April is doing here in the West End, I am hoping that she's going to do a variation of cornbread stuffing that I can make a new tradition in my household. So that's our Thanksgiving memories.
Hi, I'm Robin Robinson, and my family tradition is that now that my kids are grown and out of the house, they bring their families and we all have breakfast together on Christmas.
Hi, my name is Tony. I'm born in York, Pennsylvania. Grew up on 462 West Princess Street. And one of my favorite holidays is Christmas. I enjoy Christmas. My first bicycle. We love getting the family together, the holiday, Thanksgiving especially. That's when all the family come together. Wife will do the turkey, the filling, the baked macaroni. The grandkids will be outside playing. The granddaughter, she will try to help the oldest one. She is now 24. She started in the kitchen with grandma at the age of 7 and been doing it ever since. You know, we're looking forward to this Thanksgiving now, and we're having a whole lot of people over again. Our favorite time is Thanksgiving. That's what we love to do. Cook and eat. The kids are playing. The grandkids are out playing. We get ready for Christmas. We kind of plan our things at Thanksgiving for Christmas, where the families will get together and we exchange gifts. Now that the kids are a little bit older now, we don't actually buy them as so many presents anymore. We just like to getting together and being a family and just hanging out, you know. We exchange gift cards. Really don't know what to buy anymore, so gift cards is the big thing. You know, we just give them a gift card. You go do your own shopping, and that's pretty much it.
I'm Dan Brown, and try to get more involved with the community and help them out best I can. And also we have breakfast, we go to church, and I'm in a choir, and I love it.
Hello, my name is Bob Wood, and I'm not a holiday person. So I have my own traditions. And since holidays are challenging for me, and I'm basically a rural person too, although I live in the city, I've always had animals. And one way I get through the holidays is I go to a horse barn and I hang out with the horses because they have no idea it's Christmas. And I hang out with them and all the pressure of the holiday goes away and I'm just there with their calm energy, and then I can go back home to all the glitz and stress. So that's my tradition.
My name is Dorothy Stabley. My tradition is Christmas. We go to the candlelight service, and then we come home, and then we hand out the gifts to the kids and give them their stockings to hang up for Santa Claus. We do that every year, and the kids look forward to it.
Hi, my name is Mindy Wendell. I am a waitress / everything here at Cornbread West. I kind of April's right hand. I guess one of my favorite childhood memories, just holiday season wise, would be every year my dad had always planned before he passed away, first week of December, we would take a family trip for the weekend to Niagara Falls, and they had this big thing up there. It was a festival of lights. They had the American side and the Canadian side all decked up for the holiday season. And it was just really tight. It was a lot of memories, a lot of pictures. It was just something that always stays in my heart. And then, you know, because my dad's not here with us anymore, it was always his favorite season. So, you know, holidays now is a little bit tough, but, you know, I do my best to try to pick up. I really haven't had a tradition to pick up with my kids yet, but we'll figure something out.
My name is Kira Akins, and I like that every time for Christmas I go to my dad's house and we get presents, and then for Halloween I like that I go with my family to get like candy and stuff and we dress up.
Hi, my name is Mark Diano, and I have a couple of holiday traditions that I used to do with my family as a child growing up in the 80s, since I was born in 1979. Thanksgiving at my parents' house, we used to sit at home and watch the 6 ABC Thanksgiving Day Parade down in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and we always loved that parade. But my mom would always switch the TV between Philadelphia and New York City for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade because she loved that one too. She always had to put it there because she liked that. She said, that Santa Claus was better than the one in Philly. And it's like, really? Come on, Mom. I'm a little kid. It don't matter. We love Santa anyway. Don't matter what he looks like. But as years went on, when my brother and I got older, we actually became part of the Thanksgiving Day Parade in Philadelphia, and we loved being balloon handlers and that. And also, I'm going to lead into Christmas. My mother's tradition at Christmas Eve, I still have this to this day, and if I ever lose it and break it, I will be upset. It's the last reminder of my mom. God rest her soul, she's in heaven since 2003, and I had this Lazy Susan. We used to do it on Christmas Eve. She would put M&Ms, other chocolate-covered cherries. We put peanuts, cashews, honey roasted peanuts, Hershey's miniatures, anything we wanted. It was considered our candy dish, so it was a Lazy Susan. We had that. We would spin around. My mom would sit out like a little buffet. We'd have chips and dip, pretzels, cookies we would make in December around Christmas time. But growing up as a child of the 80s, it was actually fun, but it was also hard because being the youngest child, the older brother got mad every time the youngest kid got spoiled at Christmas time, because my birthday was always in the spring, in April, and you don't get that much during your birthday. But for Christmas, my mom would get a lot of stuff. We used to just go between my mom's house and my grandmother's house for Christmas. When my uncle in the late 80s and the 90s, we got a third house where we used to do Christmas at 3 different houses. So a week after Christmas, we go out to Strasburg, Pennsylvania and do Christmas there for the extra presents that my mom couldn't get earlier that year. So we would do it that following week, and it was pretty fun. We used to do a lot of things. I try to keep the family traditions. I always like the little smoky sausages. They have the turkey brand now we never heat them up. We just dip it in barbecue sauce and eat it right away. And we always loved doing the turkeys. My grandmother would do everything. I was raised as an Italian. I'm half Italian. My dad was full-blooded Italian, but with the way us Italians are, we always ate. We ate good, but Thanksgiving was always our time of the year that we ate real good, and Christmas. It was always 2 turkeys. I heard other families did turkey and ham, but my family did turkey at Thanksgiving and at Christmas, and we'd always have celery with cream cheese and peanut butter in it, and stuffing, and pumpkin pie for dessert with whipped cream on top. Everything was good. I loved my childhood memories. I miss them sometimes. I try to recreate them now as an adult. And one day soon, when my wife and I decide on having children, I'm going to share that tradition to them and pass that down to them. And plus, I'm going to try to get them into all different other kinds of traditions that I've grown up with over the years. And I just love doing it. And it's fun, and it reminds me of when I was a kid. So I love it.
Hello, my name is Monica Green with my first grandson, Langston Green. My holiday tradition is generally just getting family together, talk about old times, and also talk about new times, new things that are coming. This is actually going to be very special because of our newest, Langston. He's very easygoing, he loves to smile, and as you can tell, he's just looking around. He loves to just be everywhere. So this is pretty much a breakdown of my tradition at home. Home cooked meal, family, friends, and a lot of blessings. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sharon Limernane. My family traditions in the Warner household family, which is my maiden name, was very traditional. We do stuff like when I went to church at Yorkana, Church of the Brethren, where I grew up as a baby. We would drink eggnog. We would go door to door and do Christmas caroling. As a family, we go to a house. We had a very big family. A lot of my family members are gone now and dead. And still have things I carry with me. There's good memories of Dad, and he just get out the glasses of champagne New Year's Eve when we go to Uncle Marlon and Aunt Helen's, Burgundy or whatever, to toast the holiday in. Eggnog, big tradition. Christmas tree. I'll never forget when I was a little girl, I got my bike and I was so excited. I finally got a bike and it was under the tree, and I stuck my Barbie doll on top of it and they took a picture of it. I miss my dad so bad. But I always will carry him with me in memories. My mom, her birthday was November 1st. She just turned 87. I get my strength from her. She's very strong. We're all going through a lot right now. and I hope we get back together again. But as far as Christmas traditions, my dad was loaded with money. My mom, she was poor. She was born up basically like an immigrant, whatever. They, did farming and stuff. But my dad had big money, and we still didn't do, like a lot of Christmas gifts. But some years we pretty much outdid ourselves. I always had everything perfect, the bow, everything, and we're always under the Christmas tree. And we just wake up Christmas morning, pull them out, exchange gifts, have big dinner, usually ham, turkey, broccoli, you name it. Candy yams, gratin potatoes. They were awesome with the ham, and just Barry and Barb married to each other, and she passed now. So did my dad. My baby died, and things really changed. But like I said, we had some good times. Oh, the most amazing Christmas ever. When I was a little girl, I always dreamed of a Barbie townhouse. And I go downstairs, and my dad surprised me, and I'm like, Barbie townhouse. Oh my God, I pulled the string up and down with my Barbies. I was so flabbergasted. I just always wanted that Barbie townhouse. And I finally got it.
Hi, I'm Sanai Collier, and my holiday tradition is Thanksgiving. For Thanksgiving, all of my family comes together and we have a big feast and just laugh and sing and dance together. It's one of the most greatest holidays for us because that's when all the family can actually come together and smile and get rid of all the sadness and everything.
My name's Kyle Hampton, and my family tradition was my great-grandmother. When we were kids, she was on my dad's side. She would buy each of us kids one Christmas present and give it to us on Christmas Eve, and that's when we opened it. So after she passed away and everything, we continued kind of the tradition. Each of us kids would always pick one Christmas present to open on Christmas Eve.
I'm Michael Helfrich, the mayor of York, and our holiday tradition, we celebrate St. Nicolaus Day. That's December 6th in Germany, so that's when Santa Claus actually comes to your house, and you put out your shoes, and then in the morning your shoes are filled with some candy or some little toys or something like that. And then on Christmas, you get a present on Christmas Eve. Actually, Santa Claus isn't really associated with Christmas because Christmas is the celebrated birth of Jesus Christ. So it's interesting that it's kind of merged here in the United States, but in Germany, or coming from the German heritage, we celebrate it in very different ways.
Hi, I'm Warkenda Williams Casey, and when I married, we realized that we needed to make a new family tradition with a new family. So we celebrate Bodhi, Christmas, Boxing Day, Epiphany. So we celebrate a lot of things all between there. And so what we do is Santa brings presents on Christmas, and those are in the stocking. And then for our family, we make one gift, we purchase one gift, and we write one letter. So it's very, very personal. It's meaningful. You only buy one thing per family member, and the letter is something that's very, very meaningful. I still have a box of all my kids' letters and my husband's letters to me. And then that making something, it's always something that's handcrafted, and so that's what we do.